So let's now talk about the layout. And with layout, I really mean everything. I mean components, I mean routes, everything. And let's maybe start with routes, with the main pages we want to have in this application. Now I want to have let's say /coaches route, which loads a list of coaches. So let's say coaches list component, something like this. I also want to have coaches and then some ID, so a dynamic parameter route where I load the coach details. So where we can view the details about a coach. And also some register route where we can register as a coach. So where we load some coach registration component. And yes, I have a beautiful handwriting. So these are the coach related routes which I want to have. Now for requests, I want to have a contact route where I open the form where we can send a coach a message. That could be the contact coach component. And I want to have a requests route where we view all incoming requests. So that could be the requests received route. So we got 5 main pages in this application: coaches list, coach details, coach registration, contact coach, and requests received. And of course, every page here will be a component, right? Because you load components with the view router. Now that's it for the routes. Now, what about the rest of the page? Well, obviously, if we would draw the page, I want to have some header at the top where we have links to the coaches list and links to the requests so that we can go to these areas of our app through links in the header. Now, if we click coaches, if we select this, then on this coaches list page, I in the end simply want to have a little list here with the header, of course. Here, let's say with a filter, where we can actually filter by, let's say, area of expertise. I forgot this when I defined the data, I just came up with it, but why don't we also add an area of expertise to our coaches? See, that's how I plan. I start planning and then plans can change. But let's say we also want to be able to filter by area of expertise, and coaches should have areas of expertise. Well, therefore here we have a filter. And below that we then have our list where we see the different coach items. Now we can click a coach item and we're taken to the coach detail page where we see the name, the rate, the description, and where we got a contact button. And if we click the contact button, we're taken to another page with a header and with a form where we can set our email and send a message to the coach. And this then leads to the requests, of course, once we send this. So the request is sent to the coach and can be viewed on the requests area of this app, so to say. And therefore, if requests is clicked, I want to load a different page where we also have that header, of course. But here I simply want to render a list of requests where we see the email and then the message sent. So email and message. And then we can use that email to reply. This is roughly how those pages should look like. And I hope it's clear what I mean here. Obviously, we're going to build this from the ground up together. So at least then it'll be clear. And in these pages, we're going to use a bunch of components. We could plan all those components right now, but I rather get started and then we build those components whilst we start building pages. For example, we will most likely use some separate component for the coach items here. We will most likely define a separate component for the forms we have here. So there will be a bunch of components included. The header will, for example, probably also be a separate component. There'll be a lot in there. This is the general plan I have. I hope the general idea of the application is clear now. And with that, let's create the project and start writing some code.